24 hours in a day. 8 hours you sleep, right? And most people work a 9 to 5. So 8 hours you working.
16 hours.
Okay, so we had 16 hours. We got breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So we had 19. It take you an hour to get ready. So we had 20 hours. So I cannot spend, you guys cannot spend 4 hours going talking about, oh, they lying. Oh, I like this photo. Oh, they faking. Sending photos to other people. Y'all got to get focused. I'm where I'm at because I'm focused. Tunnel vision. I'm focused on what I got to do. Y'all got to have a game plan.
Gotta get focused.
Brothers work it out, work it out. Two brothers work it out, work it out, work it out. Two brothers work it out, work it out, work it out. Two brothers work it out, work it out, work it out. Two brothers work it out, work it out, work it out. Two brothers work it out, work it out, work it out. Two brothers work it out. Yeah, two brothers gon' work it out. Good God, two brothers gon' work it out. Not one but two brothers gon' work it out. But two brothers gon' work it out. Not one but two brothers gon' work it out. One, not one but
two. What's poppin', Troy?
What it is, what it do, how we doing?
Great.
Trying to get things right.
Yeah. I see. The music was sounding exquisite, my brother.
Exquisitely.
How your day been, though, fam? What's good, Tommy? What's good, Tommy? Yo. Whoa.
Hey, man, if you're all on there, I appreciate y'all showing up, showing love, being there. Facebook users, go to YouTube for us so we can see your face and name.
Yeah. That's
unless
true.
you're on YouTube like Tom is, and we can see your name already.
Yeah, Tommy and Mom, we appreciate everybody tuning in to the episode titled "The Cost of Convenience." For real. So tell me how your day, your week been since the last time we potted, though, Troy. Give me
make sure that strap ready to go. The show I got power.
Oh, I can't hear it good for some reason. It sounds like it's a little muffled or something.
Oh, let's see.
It sounds a little bit better now. Better.
Dang, boy. Hey, I don't want to blow nobody's ear out, man.
Yeah.
Hey, fam. Hey, that sound like Jim and Jim to say, hey, fam. Is that Jim and Jim?
Family. I don't know who it is. It's a Facebook user. I don't know.
Look, man, today has been an interesting day.
Yeah. Break it down.
Good day. I'm gonna go ahead and be a little open with y'all, man. So I went to the doctor today because my arms been feeling kind of funny. My shoulders.
Funny.
You would think that I've been working out a lot with my shoulders, and all I've been doing is hitting that Stairmaster for an hour, sweating it out.
That Stairmaster dead serious though.
Getting my cheeks right. But and I was like, man, I gotta go get this checked out, man. Get this, see what's going. But everything was fine, But see, is it just me, Trevor? Maybe you can help me understand. Make sure I'm not alone.
Let's break it down.
Oh, that's Joey from the B2L. Was it B3L?
Yeah,
B3L. Make sure I'm not alone, man. Do y'all as we get older, do you all go to the mortality all the time? If something wrong with you, you automatically think something crazy?
I don't, because I heal fast, but
I mean, everybody not a transformer like you, though. Everybody don't have a body metamorphosis type thing going on 24/7. See, you're an alien. You're an alien, though.
Yeah, I ain't from Earth, though. I don't know what planet I'm from, but I ain't from Earth. But I don't think like that, though, Troy. For some reason, I don't. But break it down. Why you had that thought process?
No, because the older I've gotten, the older I get, the more I think about, my arm hurt. Well, I hope I ain't having a heart attack. My underarm hurt, but I hope I ain't having a stroke. Oh man, my knee hurt. I hope I ain't got no blood clot. So, because every time what happened is I hear a story from a family member or a friend that may have experienced something. They said, "Yeah, I went to go get my big toe checked out, and I found out I had something, something weird." So anytime something happened to you, my mind goes to the extreme of like, hope there's nothing wrong.
Yeah, I understand that though, but we listen to a lot of fear and a lot of people selling us fear, and I try to tune folks out, man. I made a little statement today that was kind of intriguing, that's kind of coexists with what you were saying, and it's kind of hard as I get older to talk to people who have different philosophies and ideologies that I have, because it seems like I get tired when I talk to them. Do anybody else feel that way? Like you get fatigued talking to somebody that talks about a lot of foolishness? Because see, you inherited that energy by feeling like something bad will happen because you heard that from somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you. No, the energy come on to you. It just jumps around on folk.
Yeah, that's true. And sometimes I get fatigued when I talk to people like that. Like, what you do about it, man?
Yeah, what you do about exactly? Did you overcome that? But that's real. But I'm just giving you a little bit about. So when I found out that everything was all good, you follow what I'm saying? Then all of a sudden everything back to normal. So it's like when the doctor tell you straight.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden when your mind is in a different spot, because everything's starting to mind first. Your mind in a different place. Now all of a sudden you feel it's like it just disappeared or something. It's still there, but it's nothing like you were thinking.
Yeah.
So that's what was going. That's what happened today. You went in front of projects, you only think about the emergency room. You forget when you get old, get into a different space in life, you got what they call a PCP.
Yeah.
A primary care physician. So you call someone, you can call your doctor, say, hey, so-and-so, you have any appointments available? Yeah, I do. One time you want to come in. See, normally from the hood, we go straight to me and my family back in the
emergency room.
We go straight to the emergency room, paying all that high dollar costs. When you just go to your PCP, primary care physician, have an appointment, sit down and explain what's going on. Then they look at it and say, oh, okay, yeah, you straight.
Yeah, that's
instead
good.
of going over, because the emergency room would end up, the emergency room is just a big.
They busting your head.
You got to pay the doctor. You got to pay the hospital. You got to pay the stuff they use in the doctor.
You got to pay the convenience fee.
The cost of convenience. How much are you trying to do it? Now that's it. Boy, you know how to segue. You've been potting for a while, sir.
Yeah, we've been potting for a while.
But you've been potting for you know what? And also I want to say this right here. Trevor is now the new Steve Harvey of podcast. Give yourself some hand claps, Trevor. You're the new Steve Harvey of podcast, man.
Why you say that, my brother? Come on, help me out.
Turn your claps up. That must sound like somebody was farting or something. Turn it up a little bit.
Okay. How that sound?
Such a booty cheek clap.
I don't know why we have, because on your end the guns sound like fireworks. That's what mine.
Oh, it sound like fireworks. Hey, don't worry about it. Look, hey, the thing is, because Trevor got so many. If y'all haven't done so, be sure to go over to the Trevor Jackson TV and listen to it. I mean, and just subscribe, because this brother's blowing up now. He got subscribers. His channel is going. He got different shows on there. He doing different podcasts and stuff. Shout out to you, brother.
Appreciate you, my brother, man. I'm just trying to work, man. I feel as if when I'm not creating, I'm not healthy, because my brain isn't working at the capacity that I'm thinking, because I think a lot, man. Right now I'm currently on vacation and I'm kind of out the loop on topics of stuff right now though, but I'm excited to pod. I'm excited to have a discussion. I'm excited to inspire. I'm excited to learn. You know what I mean? And I just enjoy what we do, man. I enjoy creating. I enjoy healthy conversations, man. That's all.
That's too. You see that? You see what Joey said there?
Read it out to us, Troy.
That's what it said. The thing about the emergency room is that by law, they can't deny you care. That's the beautiful thing about living in the U.S., man. That's the truth. I mean, because it's a for-profit type deal. I mean, it's a non-profit type deal where it's a public service. They can't deny you service.
I didn't know that. Thank you.
Even if you owe them money, but a PCP, which is true, they can. They don't have to see you. Jim, she said something. My mama said something. My mama said the fee is right. And then he said, what is that nasty? Yeah, that claps. Them claps sound like some booty cheeks.
I don't know. We having the technical difficulties.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry. But Jim says she hate the ER. I mean, ER, everyone, when you hear the word terminology, emergency room, you already go into shock. Everybody nervous. But so what? How was your week though, real quick? Before we get into the topics that we got a couple of hand and moving on.
Well, I was kind of on vacation. I'm kind of on vacation because I'm always active, but I'm on vacation from my day jobs and my night jobs and my 24 hours a day job. But my day today specifically, I woke up at 6 in the morning and I went for an 8-mile hike. It's 4 miles up and it's 4 miles down on Crowder's Mountain. And I had that epiphany because I was in peace. Like I was listening to podcasts, listening to jazz, and I had that epiphany that that I told you earlier about me being tired from certain conversations that doesn't do me no good. Know what I mean? Like me listening to people talk about stuff that isn't nurturing to my brain. And I wonder if other people feel that way. But when I was out amongst the nature in the sun, sweating, hiking, it seemed like my energy was building up. I was getting excited. I was, you know what I mean, motivated to do more and just. But why I had to be alone to feel like that?
that blood flow though. That blood flowing when you up there getting that sweat in and all that stuff. And being alone though, Trev, what you know about being alone, you operate even better alone.
Yeah, that's true. I do.
And we all do, I think, at times, because that's when you can really think though.
Yeah. In silence and by yourself. I think you're not bothered, but I don't know why I appreciate that so much. Like it's kind of weird to me though.
Nobody's pulling to grab your attention.
Yeah. That's true.
Fortunately, you had your phone on, or they really won't be able to contact you.
Yeah, I had my phone
you know
on,
but
it was on silent mode though.
But there you go. I mean, that's I like working out alone, to be honest with you.
Yeah, well, yeah, because I do too. I prefer that because everybody's body is different. It tripped me out when people say I need a partner, some motivation. You don't need to do what I'm doing.
But not only that, how often you probably spend the majority of your time talking?
Yeah, you ain't even working out. You talking.
Ain't even working out. You cold. Look, you got warmed up. Bow, knocked them out.
Mm-hmm.
And then they did about 15 reps on the bench.
Yeah.
Your partner jump in. Hey man, did you watch the game yesterday?
Yeah.
Now I done got cold.
Now you've been at the gym 3 hours to do the same thing you normally do in 45 minutes.
Right. Now when you're working out with former athletes though, my boy, when I used to work on my boy Thomas, and people like it's no talking. It's go. Like, man, come on, let's move to the next set.
Yeah. You know what's crazy? Like I didn't go to the gym today, but I went to the gym yesterday. And what tripped me out about the gym is that I'll be ready to slap somebody out the machine when they on their phone. Put the phone down. Other people might want to use it. I'll be ready to slap something because ain't nobody working out no more. Everybody looking at they like this.
Or they got the phone set up with the camera ready to go just in case they see them doing their thing. Tommy said you got the wrong person, but I think it's best with two people. The workout is what he's saying, I assume.
Gym, I think that's what I'm assuming that he's saying, the gym too, though. But what if somebody like we need two totally different workouts though, Tommy? Like I might be doing me right now in my life at this stage of my life. I do all cardio, Stairmaster, jump rope, sauna, and I do light weights, heavy reps.
Oh, Trail. And anyone out there listening, and then if y'all not, make sure y'all subscribe to the channel on YouTube. Please keep that going because we want to make sure the presence still there. But also comment like y'all doing. Thank y'all so much. Commenting plays go well in the algorithm. Is that how you say? But also on the audio part, man, make sure y'all listen to audio is good too. But if you listen to audio not on the live, go to YouTube and do that too. But one thing I don't like is talking during cardio.
I guess you can't breathe.
You can't breathe. Somebody having a full. Now, don't get me wrong. You would be talking sometimes and be like, "Oh, the time that went by."
Yeah.
But someone talking to y'all. Do y'all like that? The people listening right now. Do you like someone talking to you and you doing cardio? And, hey, so I was at the store. Did you? I'm about to fall out. I ain't got time to keep talking about that. You know what I'm saying? I can't do it.
Yeah, that's true.
I really don't like talk. I just want to hear my headphones and just do what I gotta do and get out.
That's true. That's what I like doing, man. I don't like talking, period. Actually, because majority of what I'm doing is cardio, but I really don't like talking, period. But that's why we both our preference is to go alone.
Going on. Look, all right, so we're gonna get to it, man. So first topic at hand.
Help me out.
The young lady that said she was kidnapped and came back home 2 hours later, 2 days later.
Inform me on that, because a couple of people, everybody been talking to me about that, but I haven't seen nothing about that. Inform
In
me.
the comments of it, on the comments, y'all familiar what I'm talking about? What's the young lady name? I sent it to you, Trevor, too. What's her name, man? But the young lady that she said she seen a toddler walking on the street, and she decided to get out, and she wanted to go help the child out. Are y'all familiar with that?
What's her name? Let me figure that. I'll figure it out.
Somebody try to find somebody, but so my thing,
Carly
they saying
Russell.
Carly Russell. They saying she the female Jessie Smollett.
Jesse. Why she Jessie Smollett though? Because Jessie Smollett,
they think now it's not adding up, Trail. None of the story not adding up, and now the parents are now taking up for, which is what you're supposed to do. Somebody call in and tell us about it. Number at the bottom there, 615.
As a parent, they taking up for the lie that she told, that people assume that she's telling.
They allegedly she sound like she's lying, because now they normally they ain't mentioned nothing about the person kidnapping her. They ain't saying nothing about the person still on the loose. They ain't said nothing about the toddler.
Yeah.
They saying that right now, because we got an investigation going on, we can't talk about it. So why are you on TV talking about it then? Mama said he will hurry up and get off that phone. When I call, he check if everything is okay and say right away, I'll call you. Who are you talking? Y'all talking about something. That's a whole side conversation. But that's the phone number right there.
I'm gonna leave the phone number up on the screen in case somebody want to call in and inform us on this situation, because I'm lost right now. And I just heard that she's the female Jessie Smollett. She's lying about the situation that happened. She said she's seen a child or something. And
on the street, walking on the interstate or something like that. But they show footage. They don't see no one abducting her. They don't see a child even on the interstate.
What's crazy about that is that I've been hearing about this a lot though, but when I heard about it and I heard that it was lies and stuff, I tapped out.
You tapped out?
Everybody is interested in it. I tapped out instantly, because when it's foolishness and people, I tapped out of Jessie Smollett because of that.
You tapped out of Jessie Smollett. Pause. You tapped out of that one though.
Pause. I tapped out of that situation because he was lying. Yeah, Carly.
It didn't make any sense though.
Yeah, when it's not making sense, I'm gone.
So that's what they talking about. So the young lady supposed to have been gone for 2 hours, for 2 days, and she just got dropped off at the house. They like, so what happened? And ain't nobody talking about what happened. It's kind of interesting, man.
So is lying a crime?
Hey, that's a good one.
That's what I want to know. Is lying a crime? You lying and got these people investing and spending money on trying to figure stuff out. What is it a crime? Can you go to jail for that?
I think if you got people that their lives are involved with, or some life or death situation, it could be a factor. But then people lie on folks all the time about unfortunate sexual situations, and come to find out it's all a lie.
And then they don't go to jail.
And they don't go to jail, but that guy's life is done.
Yeah. They still perceive that you're a sexual predator or whatever they think that you are. And the other person just walks away with a clean slate. That's interesting.
That's an interesting fact, man. So that's why I want to. I mean, if nobody would care about hearing about that, we can move on from that. I just want to hear what people's thoughts were.
Yeah.
Do you think she lying, or do you think she's telling the truth, or is it just, or if it's a mental situation?
I think everybody is mentally like incompetent right now. And I was just talking to one of my partners, Lex. He said that COVID made people lose their mind. He said people lost like a percentage of their brain cells or something by obtaining COVID. And I was like, dang, that's crazy though. But let's read a couple of these comments though. They find Balloon Boy's family. I don't know what that means.
Oh, you remember Balloon Boy back in the day? Remember on CNN? I remember I was at work in the office one day, and they had that thing like a saucer just flying through the air, and they said it's a kid on there. It's a kid, and it was a balloon, empty, because it didn't make any sense. And the news camera, everybody was following this balloon in the air.
Mm-hmm.
Come to find out, the little boy was in the attic the whole time.
And that's the same situation that they perceive this Carly situation is.
But the little boy though came out and snitched on everybody and said, "My daddy told me to go in the attic." Snitched on him.
Ratting on your father. Let's get some more of these comments because they come kind of fast though. My boy Tommy said nothing happens after either. They are trying to pass a law that says the liar will do time the other person would have gotten. That'll be good, man.
I think it might be important to let people know that, hey, don't be coming out here with that BS though.
They give them the time, but then just let it go down a little bit after they learn their lesson. Because that's brutal. And then Joey said the problem with the phrase "believe all women."
Ooh, he done opened up here. See, Joey like doing that.
How my hand clap sound? How my hand clap?
Oh, that sound great now.
I knew what I did. I know.
Well, don't tell nobody.
They got a new feature on this thing, and I tried it, and it almost hindered the show. I apologize.
Oh, what is that? The one that said no echoes?
Yep. You
can't. Let me go take it off right now.
Yeah, that.
That's probably why the gun. That's probably why the gun messed up.
That is the reason why the gun is messed up, because it's making the mic the feature and all the other stuff the background.
All right, look what it sound like now.
It's perfect.
Oh, mother.
You can't be pressing all these buttons.
Mother suka.
Let's read Mama Smith.
Go ahead.
It could be true that it happened to her, but they say they did not see a baby. And in her car was everything but the snakes she bought before this happened.
A snake?
She bought snakes. She bought me.
Yikes.
Let's read what Jim had to say. Apparently, her search history had some stuff. I think she was afraid of her boyfriend and thought this was a way to get away from him. But I'm not sure. I shared to help her return.
Oh. See, that's what happened. When she was lost or abducted, everybody went straight to the boom. Like, get this black woman home, get a black woman home. Nobody cared about the black woman, all this and that. And then she come home, and then
she been capping.
And she possibly could have been capping.
Also her mental health, but she has blamed anyone. She only said someone grabbed her. I thank y'all for helping me out with this situation, because I knew nothing about it, and I see it has been trending as of recently, like heavily trending. We got
what else
for y'all too, man.
What about the snacks? What snacks got to do with it?
Well, she had some snacks.
Oh, Felicia in the building. Go ahead, Felicia.
Okay, what Felicia say? Police recording says she called her mom and let her know she was at a hotel.
Oh my!
Hit the gun. So she been capping.
Been capping?
Everything, man. These phones is trackable. Everything you do can be tracked. So
yeah, look, even when you done cleared all the cookies in the history, I know I make sure I clear all my cookies in history on my phone. They're gonna go back and look through it. I done cleared it all out.
I'm gonna tell you something, fam. People can continue to do whatever they do. You can't hide. It's over.
Was that you I was talking to?
It's over. It's over.
Yeah, you gotta be careful what you're looking at. But a coach in Murfreesboro, I think, left his phone or somewhere. Left his phone at the restaurant. Was that you I was talking to?
Mm-mm.
And the people found his phone at the restaurant, dog. He was a coach. And found he was R-ing.
Yeah. Recording.
Recording, but him doing something to the young boys, dog.
Oh Lord. Geez.
In the phone.
Oh.
Did he not have a lock on the phone? I mean, I'm not saying I was condoning it, but
I tell you how serious the iPhone is.
I'm talking about, dude.
They got a feature called Find Your Phone, right? Your phone could be powered off. And you can put your number in somebody else's iPhone. It'll take you directly to it.
You see this, dog?
She used all of her PTO and needed some wood.
Oh my God.
Who's that, man? It's wild, I gotta find out who that is.
He used the PTO up and needed some wood, bro. Needed the weenies.
She needed though.
Oh, my mama said that the snacks. So she that's Nino, your boy Nino. A shout out to Nino, man. That boy said she needed the wood, but he lightened up the mood. But you know what else is happening?
that's surfacing on the web right now, dog.
What's good, fam?
Have you seen the Boondocks with the Booty Warrior?
Oh, I didn't get that clip, but we can play the audio.
Hey, yeah, we gonna play the audio. I'm gonna find it.
Play that audio, Troy, because you recording for the audio version on your end. Play that audio, fam.
That boy done said. Let me see.
Now, is he the voice of that character on the Boondocks, or is he the person that they're the imagery that they're trying to promote?
The imagery, man. The Boondocks is one thing. That's one show I actually miss, man. Because I know, yeah, and I told you, I couldn't believe you never seen the Boondocks, man. That was like the black version of Simpsons.
You know what's crazy, man? People really don't be believing me when I say this. I haven't watched television except championship sports. I don't even watch sports weekly. I only watch championship sports, but I haven't watched television since 2015, fam. Nothing.
So I'm gonna play this clip right quick of what he said. I'm gonna find it.
That's all I mess with is that somebody. It ain't no bunch of people.
I'm gonna find it right quick. So there's one thing he said he missed.
They train their guards.
You want me to send it to you?
Yeah, send it to me. Because what he said he missed, people. If you don't know, Fleece Johnson is what they called him. Fleece Johnson out of Kentucky.
Yeah.
They AKA the Booty Warrior. He was been locked up since he was 14 years old. Now he's like in his 60s, 70s, something like that. 60s. And he said it's only one thing he missed.
One thing
he missed. He out of jail now. He out of jail.
This is gonna help me. I got an LGBT topic and it's kind of sensitive, but it's kind of sensitive. But at the end of the day, it need to be said though.
He said it's only one thing. Send it to me. He said it's only one thing he missed since he been out of jail.
Yeah.
And he said, "You want me to say what he said? Y'all know what he said he missed, people."
They know what he said, but don't say it though. Let it play now.
I want you. Let's see. My mama said, "Mrs. Smith." I can't keep saying my mom. I'm 40 years old. My mama said he was messing. Okay, messing with the babies and Nash. Okay, then Jim and Jim got the. They said only if the location is on, because I still, when she talking about the iPhone, looking for her iPods.
I keep everything on because I ain't hiding. You come to me, I got that thing.
You got that? Oh, and he got a real
that military issue thing.
He got the thing for real, man. Let me see here. That boy said, "What you need with all that?" Let's see right here. Let's see if I got it. Oh, that's the same one I was looking at. It's 8 minutes long. I can't find it in there. But one thing he said he missing is that booty. And he ain't talking about.
He's married. He said that's all I miss.
Yeah, that's all. That's all he missed. That's what Nino said. He said, Nino, he missed the booty.
Yeah, he said that's all
Them
I missed.
Cheeks.
But he said that was his first sexual encounter in life. So that plays a part in it too, because your first sexual encounter can have you traumatized. That's what I want. I want to go to the LGBTQ thing too, though, but because I don't have nothing against them or whatever though. But the question that I had, we're gonna switch from the Booty Warrior, but the question I had is, what is y'all perspective of the movement of the LGBTQ? Is it love?
Oh, you forgetting some letters though, Trail. LGBTQS. It's a couple other letters on there now.
LGBTQ RSTUVWXYZ.
All that.
All that. But is the movement based on love or is it sex? What is more relevant in their movement?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Did you watch that, boy? Did you watch that clip? Your boy, go ahead, though. Go ahead, man.
That's what I was saying.
Y'all heard that dude, Jesse Patterson?
Nah, I didn't. I ain't heard him. I don't know him.
He said, is it sex or is it actually love? Like you asking about.
Yeah. What is the movement about? Love or sex?
To
me, I think people are sexually traumatized. That's my perception of it. No disrespect to them, because I don't think people are born that way. I might get, you know what I mean, talk bad about or whatever though, but I don't think people born that way. I think as human beings, we all have both energies. You know what energies I'm speaking about? Feminine and masculine energy. We both have both energies, but I think that is Felicia said something hilarious, boy. The booty warrior. You can do it the easy way or the hard way. The choice is yours, shout.
The choice is yours.
Yeah.
But it's your boy. Here you go. Here, that's a long one. It's 19 minutes. But he said it though. He said that this dude Jesse Lee Peterson, man. He mentioned about the fact that but let's go back. Yes, when you born, it said make man in our image. So who was he? Who was God talking to? That's the biggest debate. Who was he talking to? He said, let's make man in our image.
Some females say that God is a female nowadays.
But you know what's in what? And it's this is a debate in itself. But you know what's in men, both male and female. The seed is in both of us. That's biology right there.
The seed of man and woman.
It is in both of us.
That's why we have both energies, feminine and masculine energy.
And then we put it in there in the fertile ground, and that's where it grows into that, like, that's what it is.
But do you think experiences in life heightens one or the other?
Absolutely. Environments. I believe so.
Yeah.
You can look at a guy that's around women all the time. Not that he may be feminine or not, but he always liked to be around women. You go look and see the why. His mama, auntie, cousin, sister, all women.
Yeah. And he has a softer
approach. That he might have seen some situation happen with women. Or sometimes people disrespect women. All that type of stuff, man. I mean, it's a lot of stuff going on with that.
Yeah.
But can you be born with it? That's the question.
Can you be born?
Are you born that?
Help us out, man. Somebody call in on one of these topics. The booty warrior. There's the number on the screen.
That's a good environment. That's a good question about that too. His environment.
That's what made me.
Oh yeah, good job, boy.
See, I tie everything in.
Clap at man, boy. I said you the Steve Harvey party.
I tie everything in, fam. I'm like, that's the reason I thought about that, because I was thinking, is it because it's sex with him? He don't love the booty. He don't love the person. He loved the booty.
He said, because that's his first experience he had when he's locked up. 16. He says he was 16 years old. He was locked up, and his first sexual encounter was a male.
Yeah,
booty.
Yeah, booty.
Here you go. Oh, here your boy Nino. Nino, what's up, dog?
Hey, yo, what's good, man? What's up, fellas? How y'all doing?
Clap him up, Trail.
What's popping?
What up? How y'all doing, man? How y'all doing? Now, I ain't finna talk about the booty warrior. I'm gonna leave him right where he's supposed to be. I ain't gonna talk about him. But hey, I was gonna say to you, bro, from a personal experience, and I explained the experience. I don't think it's hard for me to believe that we are born gay. And the reason why I feel like that is because my son, who is 10 years old now, when my son was an infant and moving into going into 3, 4, and 5, I kind of had a tough decision to make. I either had to work a whole lot of hours, multiple jobs, or I had to not make money and be there for him. So that was the choice I was stuck with. Well, when you're a black man and you're on child support, you got to go and work to pay child support. So I spent more time at work than I did with my son. And my son, his mom's side of the family is all women. So it's probably 2 men in their whole family. It's all women. So in any given day, they can have 8 women in the same house. He got 2 nieces that's close to his age. Every time I would go over there, they would be watching Powerpuff Girls, Frozen the movie. It would come on 10,000 times. They would watch it each time. So I would tell his mom, can you separate the TV up for boy cartoons, girl cartoons? His mom said ain't no such thing as boy cartoons and girl cartoons. So I'm like, man, look, I don't want to uppercut you into the next board like Mortal Kombat, but it is. And we gonna make it do what it do. So as time progressed on, and I'm not able to be around him as much because I'm working multiple jobs. I started noticing stuff like he would sit down to pee. I'm like, bro, why you keep sitting down? Like, you ain't got to sit down. But it's because that's what was going on in the house. So then when I actually transitioned to where I could spend way more time with him, he came out of the bathroom one time and said, Dad, do I got to sit down? And I'm like, hell no, you ain't got to sit down. You know what I'm saying? Like, you start seeing him change. Then when and I'm going to land my plane, I don't want to talk too long, but when you think about the Gabrielle Union situation, if you go and find the clip of her, she said Dwayne Wade's son and her was at the nail salon. She was getting her nails done, and he said I want to get my nails done too. And she initially told him no. He got sad. So then she said, well, maybe he's just expressing himself.
Mm-hmm.
No, he's not, baby. He's doing exactly what he know to do. He's emulating the person he's around the most. Because you got to ask yourself, why he at the nail salon with you in the first place?
That's true.
That wasn't the first time. That wasn't the first time you took him there, right?
Yeah.
So over time, he done got comfortable being there. So if she let him paint his nails, then he want to wear shoes. She let him wear shoes. He wear dresses. She let him wear dresses. When he turned 8 and 9 years old, what group of individuals is going to allow him to wear what he want to feel comfortable in, but gay people? So, of course, eventually, he's going to feel ostracized. He's not going to want to be around heterosexual men. They're going to make fun of him. So, so it's the programming. Because if you get you a 9,000-pound elephant and put him in a $10 tent, he's not going to run and run it over if you've been chaining him to a chair since he was an infant. So that's my piece, bro. I don't want to talk too much.
Shout out to give a clap to the third honorary brother.
That's true, man. So basically, Nino,
he dipped. Oh man, that boy said click him.
So basically, Nino was saying that people emulate their environment. That's what I heard. Give him some more hand clap. That boy landed his plane, boy. That plane
landed and dipped,
didn't it?
I gotta go. Wow.
Yeah, the plane landed smooth.
We need a female to call it. Felicia, where you at? Jim and Jim, where you at? Mama, you call in, guys. But I want to hear a female perspective.
Yeah, people emulate their environment. That's good. It went from the booty warrior to is the LGBTQ community. Is it based upon sex or is it based upon love?
Or is it based upon hurt? Because as they're expressing, people go through situations where they're a tomboy. You know what I'm saying? Can you let them get that out?
Yeah.
When you're a tomboy, nobody ain't tripping about it.
They feel more comfortable around boys. Because boys ain't even hitting on them because boys majority like feminine women. They ain't really hitting on them. So they get them a girl too. They doing what the boys doing. They emulating the boy.
Ain't that something? Is there anyone out there that used to be gay, no longer gay?
I don't know. I don't know.
When they say, I've been delivered.
Yeah.
Or is it someone that may have transitioned to? I know a lot. I know people that transitioned to that. To being gay. Like they've been married for years. And decided they're gonna go to being gay or deal with alternative lifestyle.
But I'm a guess. I'm gonna assume the woman did that. The man didn't leave the woman.
I know both. I got both options.
Oh, so dang, you know a lot.
I mean, because some of them are customers. You got to show love regardless.
Yeah, that's true.
But like my mama said, give that man a booty. Don't matter what booty it is, though.
Yeah, give it to him.
Give him a booty.
Yeah, let's switch to booty and sex.
Yeah, move it on, but they say that's not possible for men. That's okay.
That ain't what the two brothers.
That ain't what you know. No, but we had to touch on that because that's something that's been discussed.
Can we?
That was a good job though, Trey. When you said that transition.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. To be honest,
we do.
We got a lot of things to talk.
Okay, go ahead. Cause we got to talk about them planes too.
The
cost of convenience.
The cost of convenience. That's how we should wrap the pod up. Ending it with what that means and what is our perception of the cost of convenience. But I want to switch up to something that I don't think that you heard that I created a little piece for. And it's Gilbert Arenas, and he said that he doesn't think real racism exists anymore. Check this out, y'all.
During your time with the NBA, in terms of players, coaches, etc., have you actually experienced any real racism in the NBA?
No,
never.
Real? No. The reason I say no is when you're talking about racism, right? You're talking about I hate the fact that you exist, right?
Yeah.
The color, I don't care you. Now you're telling me I go to Boston and then there's 22,000 people, right? You guys are supposed to be racist, right? Your whole team's fucking black, right?
Yeah.
Now, real racism means you're not even fucking in this building. You're not, it's basically fuck this team, get it all white, okay. I'll come fucking back.
Okay.
Right? That's racism to me.
I got you. But saying, okay, I don't believe that you should exist and I hate your existence and I think you should die. Yes, that's Nazi Hitler racism. Mm-hmm. But saying, I don't consider you an equal. Yes, I admire certain things about you, but I wouldn't let you date my daughter. I wouldn't invite you to my home. I don't think you're as intelligent as I am, or some other shit. That's all racist.
Yeah, but I have on your jersey, I have on your shoes, I buy your product. Sounds stupid.
Sounds stupid.
Again, you know what I mean? It just fucking sounds stupid. I'm up there cheering and you can't date my daughter, but can you take a picture with her? It's fucking stupid. Right? It's just like, come on. I don't know what fucking book you're reading from, but it's not the book that I've learned.
That's hey, Trail. It's all about the perspective. So I'm listening for you first.
Okay. I think that racism has its forms. And he said they're not racist because we're buying their product. If you're buying a jersey of a player, the player doesn't own that jersey. The owner of the jersey company owns that jersey. They're just using your name or image or whatever. I think that racism do still exist. I just think it's in a different form now. And the reason it's still powerful to me is because that as a unit, we can't unify as Black people. My opinion, we can't unify to have power in political realm, in the sports realm, in all types of forms. But he think because the NBA players making a little money now, I look at sports as if it's like gladiators. The people up there paying you to entertain them while I make the billions. $100 million is peanuts to the people who own the team. To me.
So Nino said you're reaching. But I tell you what, I think it's all depending on what racism, what your definition of racism is. Because as he say, what exactly, prejudice, that's a good one, but what exactly is real racism?
Let's figure that. Let's go.
You're gonna look at the definition, but like if we look at 19 civil rights. Hold on, somebody calling. Welcome to Two Brothers. Who was there? Hello.
Hello.
Yo.
What it do?
Well, that's your boy. That's your boy. T Money. Tommy.
What's poppin'?
What up, fellas?
What's popping, fam? Let's get to it, man. Let's get to the conversation. What perspective did you have to give us today, fam?
Man, I think Gilbert Arenas is a fool.
Oh.
He one of them should have never gave you niggas money.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting. Please proceed, sir.
Man, I mean, because at the end of the day, like you said, racism, I agree with Trev. Racism comes with different levels, but it don't change the fact that it's racism.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So if the slave, they hated their guts too. You know what I'm saying? They hated their guts, but they still had them working for them. You know what I mean? The only difference is now you can't treat Black folks the way they did during the slave time. So they just give you a small portion of the money to make you feel like you better. But we already done been through this situation with the owner of, like, what was it? It wasn't the Lakers,
the
Clippers. Yeah, these people don't respect y'all, man. They don't respect these people, like you said. And yeah, they take because you're a celebrity, just like he said that he could see his daughter doing whatever, but she, like the Clipper dude said, but you don't show up to my stadium with this Black dude. You know what I'm saying? Like it was an embarrassment for him because he still look at you as less. You know what I mean? Racism is racism at the end of the day. Like, he talking about no real racism. Yeah, Boston, one of the most racist places in the country, but at the same time, they want championships. So what they do, they go get niggas.
They want to be entertained. As
they want to be entertained, and they want to be able to gloat, just like it back in the day. If it was doing a slave trade, and I told you I had a slave that could pick 300 pounds a day of cotton. You gonna pay me good for that slave, so you can go around telling your friends I got the best cotton picker slave in the city.
Yeah. And he gonna breed well.
Yeah, and yeah, exactly. And I can breed them off. And then just like they not breeding them, but you know what? When I see Boston winning, where kids want to go play at? Boston.
Hold on, Tommy. Tommy. What you mean they ain't breeding? Go back to what I mean by if you were to look at those athletes that's in the league, they always go back to who his dad is, right?
Oh yeah.
You know who his uncle is, right? They go through that. That's a line.
Yeah, I agree with you in that. I mean, there's a pedigree that comes. If you're an athlete, most of the time you got athletic children. But at the same, I'm saying in the sense of they not breeding them like I'm gonna make you be with this woman that looks healthy so that we can try to get this kid. But they breed in a different sense of if we get enough of them and we win championship, we breed a company pedigree of kids that want to come here because everybody want to play for the Lakers because of their history. Everybody want to play for Boston because of their history. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So they breed a pedigree for the program. You know what I'm saying?
I got you. Okay.
I got a question to ask Tommy though. Is it our fault that we don't have more owners in the NBA, or is that racism, or is that being held back? I need help with that. I'm just asking.
I think it's definitely racism, and the hard part about it is we just now really getting into the realm of where I guess football and stuff where you're starting to see more coaches. You know what I'm saying? So it was at one point, like even now, there's some coaches that got some lawsuits against like certain teams in the NFL because they have rules to where they have to take like say there's a coaching job opening, they have to give you a interview like so many black men, or they got to give it even if they not even gonna hire you, they give you the interview just cause like a formality. You know what I mean?
But Tommy, with the affirmative action change, do you think it's gonna be still around?
Nah. That affirmative action change about to change a lot of stuff. That's better. Like we slowly working our way back to those racist times. You know what I mean? With all the laws that are being passed, they doing it on the slick and just distracting people with the submarines and stuff that ain't really nothing really going on. Just taking your minds out, taking your eyes and your brain off of what's really happening that people sleeping on right now. Because there's so many laws it's so many laws that passed in the last about 2 years. It's crazy.
Why is that? Why? Because I got a clip or something. I'm gonna play it when you get off the line. I ain't rushing you off. I love conversating with my guys, man. Nino could have stayed on the mic longer too. We ain't tripping. It's the two brothers, man. We just working it out. But why is that though, Tom? Is it unification? Is it that we can't come to the LGBTQ getting stuff done? Why can't we get stuff done?
The LGBT, I can't say all that. The alphabet, alphabet, they get it done. They get it done because secretly a lot of white men in power are the alphabet. You know what I'm saying? So, and they try to piggyback off of the struggle that black people don't went through. The problem with black people is just like how my man's hit it right on the head when he said like going into kids. You know what I mean? Like being born gay. I don't think nobody born gay. Like my dude said, everything is programming. You know what I mean? Whatever you see, that's what you're going to emulate. You know what I mean? You don't know no better. So the same exact thing is going on with everything else. You know what I mean? We had the biggest movement I feel like that we had since civil rights movement was the Black Lives Matter thing, man. And we had that going and white folks was terrified. Like them big businesses, everybody want to start putting black folks in their commercials and all this type of stuff, and we celebrate, we represent and all that. But for the last 100 million years, y'all ain't cared.
But the BML end up doing like they typically do.
That's what I'm saying.
You get them folks some money and tired, and they end up hiring all their cousin them. Don't know where the money went.
That's what happens with us. We program, man. We program individualism. It's all about individualism. I don't care about your family or your family. All I'm worried about is my own. You know what I mean? As long as we still only worried about our own, we ain't gonna never have anything unified. You know what I mean? Like everybody, nobody's sticking together. And that's one thing I can say. Like I ain't gotta like you to be with you for the betterment of the group. You know what I'm saying? And we just have to be cordial with one another. But we done got to a point now, man. Nobody cares about nobody else but themselves, and at the end, we just destroying each other.
Okay, man. We'll give them some claps, man.
I like that. I appreciate every perspective you give, Tommy.
For sure, man. Thank you, home skillet. And make sure we keep them guns out the street. I told Tommy a story about is he still there? I told Tommy about a story when I went to go speak there at the juvenile detention center. And I was out of place, man. I was a fish out of water. Cause they start testing me.
Yeah.
And that's when I noticed I was in the wrong spot.
You weren't ready for all that.
I was just noticing you gotta know your audience, man.
Yeah, yeah.
And when they was talking greasy, I bet you this and bet you that. I said, look, man, hold on a second. Now, yeah, you ever shot somebody? They're like, they said, nah, I ain't never shot nobody. Have you? Now I had to. Now I'm put in place. I gotta now answer that.
Hey, Nino got to call back in, man.
And Nino been going in on the comments.
Nino been going in on this, ain't he?
Cause it's surprising that someone pro-black wouldn't be talking about how racism don't exist.
You know what's crazy? You know, as of recently, I've been watching a lot of Stephen A. Smith, and I want both of you guys' perspective on this topic or whatever. Stephen A. Smith, he has been threatened to get counseled by the statement that he's made as of recently.
Oh no,
I'm just here to provoke thought. I'm not never to say that I'm right or wrong. I'm an objective person. At the end of the day, I can be wrong. You know what I mean? I can be checked and corrected. But at the end of the day, Stephen A. Smith says something that I just...
Hold on, before you go there, your boy Nino calling in now.
Call in, family.
Go on, Nino. Put us in the check now.
Nah, it ain't that. Like, listen, because what Trevor was saying is right. It is different types of racism, but I think y'all are not looking at it in the right context. You got prejudice, and then you have racism. Prejudice is that one form that you're talking about, to where, hey, I just assume that all Mexicans cut grass. I assume that all niggas is lazy. That's prejudice. Racism is, not only do I assume that, I'm not going to hire them niggas to cut my grass because that's all they good at doing any goddamn way. That's racism.
Okay.
So when you think about the concept of, when we use the caveat of slaves, right? We look at slaves and say, well, look, them slaves picked cotton, and them niggas didn't like the slaves, but they fucked with them because they picked the cotton. But of course, the slaves didn't have nowhere else to go. If you let the slaves be free, they didn't have the toolage to be on their own. Gilbert Arenas can go and do whatever the fuck he wants.
Free.
He's free. He can move. He can go anywhere in the country he wants. He can move anywhere. He got 1,000 houses. He can build 6. So to call him a slave makes me ask you a question. Well, what you get up and go to work every day for? Then, if you're still gonna be a slave, just lay down, sit down and die. What you gonna do? You're not a. I mean, and that's not to say that you're still not in a system that's gonna have some kind of control over you. You are. I'm sorry. That's just the way the foundation of the world is.
Yeah.
Until we, as a people, completely remove ourselves from it, we're gonna be locked in. But to say that we are the same, that's why he said that old racism, that real racism, to where if you whistle at a white woman, we're gonna beat your ass. No, these niggas is knocking up these white hoes.
Them days, the physical slavery is over.
That's what I meant by it depends on what you consider to be racism. And that's right. When y'all went to, and then you got the point about you got prejudice. Because we haven't experienced racism probably like them folk that got hit by them water holes.
Man, come on, bro. We ain't experienced racism. So when I hear Gilbert Arenas saying that, I'm saying I think he's talking about the same one we talking about right now. Where if nigga, hey, both y'all married, I can't use y'all, but y'all homeboy that just got off, he might whistle at a white girl and bag her. And take her home, nigga. Start a family with her, nigga. That wasn't the case back in the day. You whistle, you dead.
Yeah, I understand.
You know what? I understand that too, because at the end of the day, I think of capitalism, and I think that that's a word and a term and an act that black folks are just now, as of the last 10 years, acting upon. And if we master capitalism, we won't need the white agenda, or we won't have to work up under folks and all of that. We will be able to create and be a part of a system that can get us completely up out of that if we actually support each other with what we
Hey, Trevor, you know what's so crazy? I was just in a clubhouse room but some real powerful people. Grant Cardone was one of those people. I got on stage and I asked. I said, "Hey, what's capitalism? Can you explain it?" Couldn't nobody explain it, and it wasn't because they couldn't. It's because they didn't want to explain it. If they explain it, boy, they gonna unlock you from the matrix, bro. You ain't gonna want to ever. Why? People don't understand what capitalism is. They don't understand the concept. They don't understand the concept of money need us in order to move. You ain't never walked outside and seen a $20 bill. Say, man, I'm looking for somebody to spend me, man. I've been sitting still all day.
Well, before you leave, then tell us what it is, then, Nino.
Man, see, that's the problem. I can't tell you what it is because if I tell you what it is, you're gonna disagree. Well, not you, but most people gonna disagree with me.
Well, who cares, man? God dang it.
I mean, listen, you got to look at it like this. I'm just gonna give y'all a quick example.
Okay.
If Trevor, if he make cupcakes and it costs them $7 to create the cupcakes, the batter, the bowl, everything, $7, and he sell it to you for $7, how much money did he make? He didn't make no money. But if he say, okay, look, I'm gonna charge you $14 for these cupcakes because he need to go make more cupcakes. It's not Trevor's fault that your ass is too lazy to go and learn how to make cupcakes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? When you really close your eyes and think about it, if you walk into a Walmart, you can't find one product in Walmart that wasn't first invented by one singular person.
Mm-hmm.
But what they did was they convinced us.
Convenience.
It's better for us to go in and buy it because it's convenient. When everything gets at Walmart, we can make ourselves. Why do you think they are slowly taking all the seeds out of the vegetables and the fruits? Because, I want you to be able to plant your own tomatoes. Then you ain't going to need me. No, I'm going to take pretty soon. Ain't no fruit and vegetable going to have a seed in it. But see, us as a people, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Keep going. You was flowing. I apologize.
No, you straight. I'm just saying what consumerism is something that we find ourselves dealing with every day. Trevor, you know that I can walk up to a dude and say, hey, I got this new pair of Jordans. Give me $32 for them. They yours. He gonna look at me like I'm bullshitting. He gonna tell me I'm selling him some fake shoes. When he can use his smartphone and Google how much a pair of Jordan costs to make and see it only costs $14. So I'm really only fucking him out of $14. He still ain't gonna buy it because in his mind they fake. But if I tell him that same shoe is worth $390, he gonna buy it right out of my hand. That's
true.
Consumerism. They done convinced us that everything costs something. You see what I'm saying? But yeah.
And people, y'all can go find Nino t-shirts. He's selling them. You go get them for you. Nino will show you how to buy a shirt.
No, what I think, like, to me, of the form of capitalism that's making people billionaires and trillionaires is we don't know who the owner of the companies are. To me, it's the definition is private. What is it? Private owners for profit. So when I think of like let me use music for example. The people who own Apple Music and Spotify is making probably $20-30 billion a month. We don't know who own that. Rappers complaining about getting 70% of a penny for their music now. They creating everything. If you can monetize something without people knowing that you the owner of it.
Now I don't understand what you're talking about, because we can go easily on Google who the owner,
the owners.
Yeah, we're going to owners, and you can find out who the board chair is, all that. What it is, period, come down to convenience.
What's capitalism.
Convenience, and also like Nino was talking about, like I know the baker man. So like for example, Tommy actually baked cakes. You know what I'm saying? And so the fact is, what like Nino was saying, if I'm selling it costs $7 a make it, I gotta sell for 14 so I can make a profit. I want to make more cakes. But what happened is people start complaining about, oh man, they find out it only cost you really $3 to make that cupcake. Well, if you want it so bad, you make your own cupcake. And if you don't, then be quiet. Let me sell my cupcake to somebody else that want it.
But see, think about this, because the one thing I think we fail to realize, fail to think about when it comes to consumerism, everything we buy and spend our money on right now is simply shit we don't want to do. We won't go to McDonald's like cooking. We don't feel like waiting for a tomato to grow, so we ain't gonna plant our own. Everything we do is simply put out the fact that we don't want to do it by ourselves, right? So with that being said, so right now, you know, you got $1 million. You got $2.3 million.
Mm-hmm.
You tell your whole family, hey, look, I want to invest into each and every one of y'all. I want y'all to get with my financial advisor, come to me, tell me y'all plan, and if it makes sense, we're gonna invest in it.
Mm.
Your little cousin, he got a company called Growth and Development. You know, it's a lawn care service, and the damn logo is a GD sign like the game. You like, nah, bro, we not doing that. Your little sister, she want to do stripper aerobics. You like, nah, that don't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in time, you gonna become somebody that we say we hate.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Because you not feeding into our bullshit.
Exactly.
You're not doing it. So guess what? You're gonna be the outlier that we can't stand, man.
Yeah.
You participate in consumerism because you block people from doing the dumb shit that they want to do.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
No, you speaking a whole lot of truth as a fact, because people gonna be upset that you're not giving what they. Well, you gave so and so. Don't let it get to the point when they find out you gave more to somebody else. They ready to fight in too.
So when it all boils down to if you don't have no ideas that you can capitalize off of, you're gonna be a failure in this system.
No, you're just gonna become a consumer, and then you're gonna complain. Then you're gonna complain because you got paid for it.
That's a failure.
I mean, because these people, Spotify, all these folks, if you don't like it, get your own platform and create your own stuff. But you gotta go get the people. You gotta recreate the wheel, and it's like bump that. I just put it out there and make 70 cents off a penny.
It is what it is.
All right, Nino, man, you the man, dog. I appreciate you. He probably done landed the plane and dipped. Okay.
I'll love the Nino. I'll love.
Hey, Tommy, Nino, thank you for calling in. I would love to have a female perspective if we got anybody left still on there, but we got to move on because we're going to talk about the cost of convenience, because it's a cost for everything. My wife and I were just talking about the fact that, you know, like you just said, we tired of doing. I don't feel like cleaning up. I mean, my wife is clean as can be. Clean as a whistle. Even we got a person to clean our house. Long way from Sea Hills. And we talking about, man, we need to get so-and-so over here. She ain't called me back to clean this up. I don't feel like doing it. Convenience. How much I want to pay for the convenience?
And the cost of convenience, to me, I think that in the long run, all of these things that people perceive to be convenience is going to hurt us at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's what happened, because now the job is gone.
The job is gone.
And if business is slow, you can't pay the person to come clean up the house.
And that's why I said when we was talking about capitalism, if you can't create something, then you're a consumer. I never like being a consumer of things. Like when I start purchasing too much stuff, I pause. Like the last episode, we was talking about downloading other apps and all of that type of stuff. I don't want to be the person that got 40 apps on my phone, social media apps, and I give all of them 20 minutes a day. That's a consumer. I ain't creating nothing of value, so I'm not working the system that is set in front of us in this country to capitalize off of.
You want to go to the topic right quick before we head off here? What the game said?
The game?
Yeah.
You want to read it?
Yeah, I'm gonna read it. Go ahead. You ready?
Let's make it happen.
And that's what he said. He said, y'all put too much pressure on friends. We are all grown now. If a friend can't make it, they can't make it. If you ain't talked to your friend in 2 weeks, that's okay. If they got to sit out on your birthday festivities because money's funny, that's okay. We grown now, got kids, husbands, boyfriends, wives, what he said, girlfriends, careers. It's just not enough time in a day to give your man, kids, customers, clients, work, friends, siblings, etc., 100% and still be mentally stable. We are at an age now where it's when we see each other. We see each other. When we do, be present and love on each other during that time. So basically, we're just saying when we see each other, we see each other. Until then, don't worry about me calling you back right now. What's your thoughts on that?
I think that I'm a person that has struggled with that. I've struggled with that because I juggle a lot of things. But my perspective, my perspective now as a grown man is that communication. You got to learn how to communicate when you're overwhelmed. Because the problem is the person who is on the other side, not game, because he can communicate it. But the friend, if you're overwhelmed, just tell me and I'll leave you alone and I'll come back to you when it's convenient for you. The cost of convenience. The reason that convenience is costing that person because they don't know how to communicate with that they're overwhelmed at the moment. Leave me alone. And I dealt with that. I had problems with that in all areas of life. And it seemed like I didn't want my friend to feel some sort of way. But at the end of the day, I got to protect me first because I have to live with me. So it's all in communication, and you got to learn how to better your communication with your friends.
I would like to know what Felicia mean when she said 100% facts, my sentiments exactly. I'm assuming she would feel the same way with the game, but what if we give accessibility of ourselves to too much?
That's not even a value at the moment.
Exactly. But so since, like you said, work, girlfriend, boyfriends, husbands, wives, kids, we can't give 100% to each one of them be mentally stable. But what is it? The fact, what if it's a point to where you can, it's segmented, everything's together. But what if we just give our attention to too much stuff? Like you said, when you so spread out where you do become distracted and you start getting unstable mentally.
You are unstable mentally because you don't know how to communicate which one is more important at the moment.
Got you.
Because if one is least important, you got to say, my finances is more important than this. My health is more important than this. My wife is more important than this. My family is more important than that. We just have to know how to communicate it, because you can get into a place where you can lose yourself.
Right.
Trying to appease a friend that is not bringing no value to your life situation. Right. You know what I mean?
So saying being present at that moment, like she said, like Felicia just mentioned, she cleared it up, saying, clarified, you can't take care of anyone if you can't take care of yourself first.
Facts.
And I get it.
Your friend got to realize too that this is something that everybody's life is different, and everybody is juggling different things. So you can have a friend that is worth $10 million and he don't do nothing all day.
At least you think he may not be doing nothing all day. He might be doing something to get the 10 million, but it may not look like his work.
Yeah,
to him is work mentally.
He can talk on the phone.
Yeah.
And handling his business in 5 minutes, and that's his job. Or you can have somebody working multiple juggling 5 jobs at one time. And by him juggling those 5 jobs at one time, his time is limited when the other person has time. So the person who has time feels neglected because, well, put me on to what you got going on.
Yeah.
If you can't put me on to what you got going on, you can't have access to me right now because I got to handle the business.
What I want. Little bitty Eddie.
Yeah.
But that's a fact, because if you catch me on the right day, and you might just think I'm on my phone texting and calling somebody on the phone. I'm on my phone handles so much business. You wouldn't even know about. You think I'm just on the phone all the time when it's 18 emails coming through. People talking about housing and loans, hundreds of thousands at a time. You think I'm just texting all the time.
Yeah, but that's work.
It's work. Brain hurting.
Yeah.
Tired.
Yeah. Mentally.
So be present, everybody. That's a good one. Be present.
Be present. That's what we got to say, man, because if you're not present and if your communications, like people think about, I'm going to tell you something. It ain't even communication. I'm sorry that I keep using that word communication. I'm wrong. It's being able to comprehend what's being communicated.
Oh, look at you.
You got to further it. I have to be able to speak to you in a way you can comprehend and understand what I'm saying so we can continue to move forward. Because I can communicate with you about what I got going on and it has an ending. But you got to be able to comprehend what I said so it can be continuous.
So basically, like what Nino was talking about the capitalism. He said, I can't, man, because you can't tell someone because they may not be able to comprehend what you about to say.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like comprehend the fact that consumers, like Tommy mentioned, we are products ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a definitely believer in that you are a brand.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Your brand and what you do around you, people will look at that. You're the brand that's walking every time. This is why I limit myself to anyone. Don't expect me to be available to start. Oh,
I can relate to that.
I mean, but look, guess what? Customers, everybody expects you to be available all day, every day now. It'd be 11 o'clock at night. Somebody say, you ain't call me back. I was wanting to ask about my loan. It's 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
But they expect you because, you know, if you're available, you're available. You know, everything is 24 hours now.
And then people get used to a certain way that you operate. You know what I mean? Troy learned that I tap out sometimes.
Oh man, he'll tap out on you. Gone now.
Pause too, big pause. Tap out, Lord.
Tap. But as you get to communicate, you start to comprehend and learn a person. Mm-hmm. Then you start to say, "I see you when you back."
Yeah.
We'll see you when you get back. You know what I'm saying? Well, you know, let's make it happen when we get back.
If I get overwhelmed, I sometimes but some people can't handle that too, though. And some people can deal with it because they know, shoot, Trev gonna be gone for a little while. He got to go heal mentally.
I think we now know with the two brothers. When your two brothers gone,
trouble gone.
There might be some gone. You say, hey, we'll be back when we back.
Yeah, my peace of mind has to be available for myself and those that are most important in my life. That's true, man.
That's a fact, man.
I agree to that.
Man, what a great way to get ready to end this thing off, man. We had a lot of people, you know, people calling in, people being engaged. Thank y'all. Hand clap for him, Trev. Thank y'all for being engaged.
Brothers gonna work.
That says a lot, man. That says a lot. I appreciate you. We appreciate y'all, man, going along this journey with us, man, because we done come a long way of doing this stuff. And you know, we on episode like 80 something right now.
Yeah, 80 something. That's great.
Yeah, but you know, now we're gonna get ready to end it off by asking you the cost of convenience. You know, we talk about the AI all the time. So they're talking about now the United States is finally given the go on a plane, a car plane. I can't remember the name of the company right now. It escaped me. But my thing is, it's $400,000 for the plane, for the car. Not only that, Trevor, if we can't drive on the regular streets, what people are just driving above the street to get past traffic.
Yeah.
What type of road rage you think gonna be happening at that point? First of all, who gonna be able to afford the car?
What's the price point?
400,000. 400 to 6.
All these jobs dissolving. People being laid off. People can't afford nothing right now, man.
So the last thing they're gonna be doing is talking about a car plane. Well, black people don't even want to get on the interstate.
But you want me to tell you something though? As capitalism again, as a creator, that person is gonna be filthy rich by creating that first flying car or whatever. Because people gonna purchase it eventually. It's people out here with a lot of money. Money is being hoarded right now. And somebody is, I think it's people getting it, but it's being cornered to certain creators. And a lot of people are not getting it. That's what's causing the divide in the country with what is it called? The divide in the country with the recession thing, and people talking about recession. They're gonna sell like crazy. That's what Tommy said.
Depending on who buying it, somebody gonna buy it. It's gonna be some folks buy it, you know. But the fact is, it's money to be made. People gonna spend it. Consumerism is at an all-time high, regardless. You know, people got bread to spend because we gonna be people buying it.
Yeah,
and they don't tell how much it costs to make the car.
That's true. It probably costs $10,000 to make a $400,000 whip.
What's the name of that place? Golly. But you know, you got Toyota, people like that is trying to get to the point now. People trying to make as many as they can, trying to be like the Jetsons. But I was riding to Knoxville this past week, and this quickly a side note about road rage, man. This is why I'm glad I don't have that thing on me. Because
road rage at this age, Troy.
Yeah, I mean, well, no, it's not the fact. I mean, it's just the fact I was thinking about. I'm glad I don't have that because. So this guy drove by us, my wife and I. My wife said that guy just stuck us a middle finger, stuck her that right. So I looked over, and the guy rode up close enough just to show us, so he could stick the middle finger at us, and just drove on by. You know what's sad is that people don't understand. Well, I'm going to see you at the next light.
Yeah, you ain't going nowhere.
Or we're going to be in that. What happened? We ended up being in traffic. And he was just like a car in front of us.
Mm-hmm.
But I seen how easy it would be to pull that what's name out, the hammer,
and
the glizzy,
send them to Jesus.
Just to say, hey, you know what I'm saying? You better be ready. If you pull something out, you better be ready to handle some business. Cause some people might be, oh, you got that? I got one too.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but I'm just so glad that so I was thinking about that when it comes out to the car, the flying car. If we got road rage on the bottom, what you think it's gonna be like at the top?
And then I'm gonna tell you something. I don't know if that flying car is gonna. They're gonna have to create something before a flying car exists because you already got airplanes up there, lots of them.
Well, no, that's not. So they got a certain height it can go. You know.
Yeah, it can go 10,000 feet.
Not even 10,000. Like it's like right above the interstate. It's not high.
But what is it gonna do when it get over airports?
Well, they got restrictions, and it's gonna be so many regulatory stuff in place with it. Like it only can go 35 miles an hour. It's not a lot of different, but it's just the convenience of beating traffic.
It can't fly around the airport, and then it got to land on the street where
all that type of stuff. Everything you got to be able to do all that.
Where does it land? That's crazy. It's a lot going on with that.
All type of wrecks about to happen though.
Yeah, it's when is it supposed to drop?
That's the thing about it. There's no time when it is. It just got its first green light. And look, and not only that, no one's seen the real car yet.
Well, you see, they got the cars. I've been seeing people shooting videos, rap videos and stuff with the cars in the water now. That's crazy.
Car in the water.
They got Corvettes in the water and everything. You can go to Florida.
Are you sure it's a real car? Is it a?
It's a boat, but it looks just like a car, though.
Oh, okay.
Until
somebody can't swim.
Man, I'm gonna send you the link to that too.
Well, man, what you got before we dip? What you got on your convenience thing? Your last words.
Man, I'm good, man. I just want to tell people to be appreciative of what you have, man. Be appreciative of what you have because it can be gone tomorrow. Continue to educate yourself. Don't think that you're smarter than nobody else because what you smart in is subject to change tomorrow. And continue to grow and learn, man. And Trev, love y'all, man. I wish the best for you. Wish nothing but success and happiness for you. And if I can assist you in anything that you got going on, hey, to help make your life more convenient, I'm here for you.
What's the cost, though?
It's gonna be a fee.
It's gonna be a fee. The boy said they got cars that can actually go on water. They probably do.
Yeah, they do. They do. I seen it. They got the cars, the vets and everything on the water. They do girls twerking on them and everything for a drop top.
Is it the video?
Nah, they rent them out in Florida.
Oh yeah. I got you. Okay, I understand. Well, man, hey, on that note, we appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir.
As your boy, hit him with the thing you're saying right quick before we go out, man.
Peace, love, plenty of abundance, and make sure you go get you some money. Chill.
Brothers, work it out. Two brothers, work it out. Two brothers, work